today's show. What's going on, BSUs? Has felt like a crazy week of activity. So I'm just excited to be here. Was last on Whatnot on Wednesday. Gabe did a fantastic show. But great to see all of you. Hobo to Hochberg, Ryan Stacks, Brandon, Mr. Rob, Scott, Skippy, Thor. Japanese is going to be one of the less. Let me see. If I type in Japan here, I need to work up some of the cool Japanese stuff that I have at the moment. I think there's maybe like a limited amount of it. It looks like we have one of these. Let's see, WY. These are some of the better Japanese. I do have a package with some yen coming in it, but a lot of it I already sold it to Peter. But yeah, I think this one would be like approximately in the range of, I mean, 199-ish. It's a bigger coin, and then after that we'll start with kind of a dollar start one as well. But in terms of really cool items, one of these two shoe, I don't get to see them too often. And of course, what's going on? You want a whole tray? That'd be awesome. This is going to be one of the earlier 1772 to 1824 1/8 Rio or two shoe. Very rarely get these in, and so I saw this one in a Japanese coin shop and was thrilled with it. Mexican 8 reals. We have some coming back from NGC. They're all really nice and chop marked. And so nice win for Skippy on that first one. If you type in Japan, let me know what you think of what pops up. And, let me think if there's a nice dollar start. I just saw these. They actually are larger and nicer, kind of on the Jetton trail, though a little bit more modern. Oh man, did these not upload it? Maybe they didn't. A36. No, I guess they didn't. Okay, well, we'll get them next time. Why don't we try some? Very cool. This one is actually, I think I paid like 25-ish. A really nice U.S. Hard Times token. And then 3852. Yeah, let's see. 62. WY6206. Let me just find what that might be. Very solid. Millions for defense, not 1 cent for tribute. Saw this in a case. Oh, yes, that's a really cool one. I think that one's available at $249. Let me just find it. There it is. We can offer that one shortly. And then EG 170. I see that one. Very fun, not too inexpensive. And that one will go for a great win for BSUs. Again, just paid $25 for it at a show, so I think that there was some room there. Let's try this one at $249. It is 61.2 grams of silver, a beautiful Northern Kingdom 4-bot. And so nice Tanlong money, also purchased from Japan. Beautiful all around, not something that I'd ever handled previously, and so I was excited. One of the leading dealers over there had this one in stock, and so I was pumped to get it. Congratulations. Yeah, really fun. I also got some nice, really nice, and I paid a little bit all in over 150. Let's see what this is. Probably start this like for 189, trying to make about a little bit over 10%. Nice Vologazes Parthian Billen Tetradrachm in very nice condition. Yeah, I'd be happy to, Raslumi. And had been meaning to contact you about something, Raslumi. So remind me, maybe send text. But very nice. Vologazes, the fourth, was a longtime adversary of the Romans. And so, oh, nice. That's awesome. I wish that I had those available. It was the first one of them that I'd ever handled. And so this is going to be a silver masa. We'll dollar start it of the Srivijaya Kingdom in silver, 1150 to the 1300s. Very nice. It almost, it's like the sandalwood flower, but kind of looks like a little X that's punched into this round planchet, and should have a good level to stretch above the current. Dang, amazing win. Pumped for you. We can try another one. We're gonna start it at like $9 at least. I guess this one maybe is a little nicer looking, but maybe like $14. The $3 certainly a really solid place to pick one of those up. Here we have again Srivijaya Silver Masa. This is going to be Indonesian. Scuba, yeah, we have some great tetradrams available. The Hochberg leading on this one. Yep, the Central Asian fowls, fairly scarce type. I didn't spend too much on them, um, but I'd want to make like $5 or so. Offer this one at like 14. And then yeah, we have lots of tetradrams. What tetradrams are you looking for? I just showed a nice Parthian tet. Here we have an ibex. You can see the horns facing left. This would have been struck in Hijri, after Hijri 1869, 1464 to 1465. You can see the horns of the ibex facing left, and then very nice script on the reverse. There's the Hijri calendar year. And so, oh shoot, Consolacion. I think all those sold. I'll try to get some more kind of mid month or so of next month. But CG, there's a ton of new graded inventory that you might be excited for. I think what happened is I sold all of them last show at 279 to 299, but I had accidentally double uploaded them, if that makes sense. So I had like uploaded them twice. So I sold all of them, but there's still some left. I think this one was requested. It's probably like 119. Very, very nice Bosporus, Pantacapam. I believe that's modern day Ukraine. I could be wrong. But you can see the lion's head very clearly facing just a nice oval, good level of detail. And yes, 3852. Yeah, sounds good, Germ. I would be happy to. And 1569, if you could give me a little more info on where it's coming from, that'd be great. These we sold out. All the other three the last show, we were able to make a profit on those, so I'd even be open to running this potentially for a slight loss. Let me just find, maybe not quite a loss, but not much, margin on it. Let's see, 20 seconds. And Skippy, yeah, I've got that one down below there. Here we have the large, and then we'll find the 1569. Let's orient it properly. There we can see his face staring right at us. A little bit of, can't tell if that's quite a bend. Exactly what's going on. Very clear reverse, with good detail. Just a little bit worn on the front there. And then I think Skippy, this one's nice looking, but I was able to get into it not for a crazy high, so I would offer this one at like 139. Really, really pretty with some nice toning. Two shoe coin, Nanrio, silver 1/8 Rio. Yeah, really decent looking. Of course, I'm trying to find this 1569, and I'm not surprised to see that one bang up a little bit. What's going on, E-Man? Good to see you. I got to meet E-Man over the weekend, and it was just really fun to kind of hang out and trade some tips and that kind of thing. So he very, very nice guy. Look out for him. I don't want to give too much info in case you try to keep things secret, E-Man, but this one is going to be a 1569 sixpence. It's a little bit worn, but figured it would be fun to dollar star something. This again is a Queen Elizabeth type, and it has a very clear date, which is pretty exciting. I would say not super common that you get the super clear date offered as a dollar start. You can see Elizabeth very clearly looking left there, and I think it's just a fun type. Oh yeah, and then people had asked about the Alexander tetradrams, which yeah, I can go find those as well. Where did I put them? This one I'm hoping has some room to go. In the past, I think a lot of the Queen Elizabeth sixpence have been fairly close to $100. And this one, pretty decent looking. And then there's tons of awesome graded. We have a bunch of really nice owls. We also have a really nice looking graded Macedonian, but then there's a bunch of like better Denari, Tets. I mean, it'll be fun across the board. Why don't we start with a? This is the one graded Alexander not owl, excuse me, tetragram that I picked up, which would be 524. Beautiful looking. It has some marks on there, but a really, really nice reverse. Super clear Alexandroi. You have the X in the Xerg. I'm not exactly sure what mint mark the marks underneath are going to all mean, but very, very nice here. I think we'll have some decent opportunities. We also have this gold solidus. Let's see. I paid $250 a piece for 4 of them over here that were a little more on the worn side. So this would be like, I think $2.99 on any Alexander tetragram. Frankly, is very decent. Was able to get to them before other people did, which was awesome. And so let's see. Here we have a nice, and again, very clear detail underneath the seated Zeus and a nice Alexandroi on the reverse. Was just very pleased with being able to find, a total of like, I think 9 Alexander Tets across the show. So very, very fun. And let's see what else we can show. This is a very nice owl, Athenian owl tetragram in Choice AU. Only bought the ones with the really, really nice owls. And so this one is $8.49. Really, really pretty Choice AU owl of the Pi style 353 to 294. I can go look BSUs. The gold, I'm looking for $9.49. I bought it from Harlan Burke for $800. So I'd make 10% after whatnot fees. Yeah, these ones are really nice. It was fun. I left the Burke flip with it. And let's see, did I not upload it? I'm almost positive that I did. No, maybe not. Okay, let's create it right now. AE9801 HJB Gold Solidus. Starting at $9.49. This is going to be an ancient coin. Try to keep my margins fairly, obviously great if it could be extremely high, but if I can make 10% on a coin and get out the door, I'm pleased to do that. There's a little bit of a die flaw. It's not like an issue there on the reverse. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Be happy to. That one is going to be a little more expensive, but not every day that we get. That one's really solid. Konob is going to be Constantinople Mint. And then on this side, very clear, Tiberius II only ruled for about 4 or 5 years. Really, really nice. And so this one right here, let me just look because I paid up for a good amount of these guys. I think recently it sold a bunch of similar ones in the sort of like 500 range. This one, this is probably, I could go a touch below that. Probably in like the 449. I mean, it's pretty though, so. Man, okay, I'm not sure. Did I even upload any of this stuff? Excuse me, everybody. I need to upload, I think, a good number of these guys into our show. No fun if I didn't bring any of the stuff that I was pumped for. Let's see how to do this. And I think today's show, hopefully we'll get into a more regular swing of things, if that kind of makes sense. But let's see. AF0206. I think that we're going to be good to do that. Marcus Aurelius Denarius. That's probably like a 399 coin. Let's try this one at that 449 that we had mentioned. Tiberius for 900. Pokevault. Then I'm gonna make what 20. I'll make like $25 on it. And then I'll have to insure it too and get the signature. So I'll make $10. It's not too appealing. Um, I don't think that you're ill intentioned with that offer, but I think it's gonna end up being a little tight. If I still have it in like a year, sure. But I try to be transparent on the pricing, to give you a sense of how I'm looking at it. I think 10%, it's not too crazy. Um, nice again. Harlan J. Burke. I was surprised he had it. I mean, I was talking with Aaron, who runs a coin shop, or who runs the Ancient Coin podcast, and realized this was 900. Immediately bought it. Or not 900, it was 800. Antoninus Felix. Yes, we should have Aunt Felix. Let me go find it. I start this at like 44. I think it'll bid up. Has that nice kind of X on the front of it. Depot leading. There is the reverse KA and the tree above it. Really, really clear. It's amazing. I'm so glad. I learned so much from the Ancient Coin podcast. So it's kind of fun to nerd out and chat it with Aaron when I met him. And let's try some of the other Ibex fouls. I mean, they're generally they don't come crazy, well struck is my understanding with those Ibexes. And I'm pretty low on the Pruta for this evening as well. Nice win for Depot. I think that there's one other. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. This one has a couple of plancha issues, but then on the other hand, it's slightly different type, in terms of, it doesn't have like the crossed X's. AE 9648, sure. Very fun Rhode Island coin. LI Delta, I think, is like 14, but I'm not 100% sure. Alexander Mites. We've got a ton of Alexander coins. I don't think that they're normally not Widow's Mites. We have Alexander drachms. Here is the Ibex Falls from the Badakhshan Mint Central Asian Civic Copper. And then AE, we'll do the Rhode Island next. This one, beautiful on the reverse. This one is going to have the Ibex facing to the left here. It's like kind of modern day Afghanistan, fairly far. I think it's fairly far east within Central Asia. And just something interesting that I fairly rarely get in. So it's always kind of cool to offer something that I don't get much. This one has a slightly clearer Ibex, probably raise it to about $17. And then let me think. There you can see it's, they're crudely struck, but 3 of the 4 plus most of the head. eBay Live, we've been doing it. And so I feel like it's interesting. I feel like, bidders are smart on both platforms, basically. You generally, I would say my preliminary comments are that eBay Live can be a little stronger on less expensive items. So we'll do 34, paid 30. Actually, what did I pay for it? I may have gone a little bit above that. This one is sudden death, unfortunately. I realized that just now. Providence, Rhode Island of Charnley. Let me cross my fingers here. And I may have been nice one for Waddell. And then I would say people do not buy the more expensive stuff on there. I don't know if that kind of makes sense. So, and if somebody wants, I know we just sold two. I think I have 5 total with me here in California. AE 3203. Let me go look for that again. Very nice. AE 3003. So it like ultimately it's just an interesting picture. And let me look what that's gonna be a little pricier as I'm sure you would be expecting, but not to blindside you with probably like a 349 coin. I paid high 200s for it. It looks pretty decent too. Euthydemos, Theos Megas. We have some, I think, bronzes as well, which would be more like 49 bucks. Here is this chunky Bactrian Tet. That would have been one of the first in Bactria after they broke away from the Seleucid Empire. The base streams, yeah, I mean they're good. I've had a couple where I've been like, "Dang, this is awesome." I've had other times where it's like, "Man, this is really bad." Um, but at the end of the day, if I'm getting more people coins and it's hitting a new audience, there's probably not as many ancient sellers over there. Um, that one was 349. I think we said this was 449. Really solid looking. I just basically tried to go around buying as many Alexander Tets as I could because it's not easy to find them. This one is going to be lifetime of an unidentified mint in Macedon. Beautiful. Oh, that's awesome, Ars, right. Like the one that we did, I think 2 days ago in the afternoon, not such a good show. But some of the ones that I've run, I think with National Coin Week too, there's a lot of noise blocking it out. So yeah, I mean it's just exciting. I think our goal is, I think maybe there we misspoken. Isaiah, he's wonderful. I think he had been a little, not, maybe didn't understand my direction when I was excited about eBay and said that we'd be stopping here. That's definitely not true. I mean, I love Whatnot. Treasure underscore town underscore coins. This one, Jove, 299. Alexander Tet, worn, but nice eye appeal. Clear. Yeah, I mean, it's the other thing is that nobody owes us anything, right? So we have to bring good coins. I would say maybe people are newer to ancients there, so it'll also be exciting to kind of over time introduce it. This one we paid like 9-ish for. It's a pretty coin, just not super common. Central Asian Civic Copper, minted at the bulk mint. Very nice style. Copper type of 1450s. And then the Philip one, Baffy, what's going on? Russ Neff, let's see if I can find that. I bet Baffy would be excited by it too. Some kind of, and no worries if not, Baff. But let's see, 55 bucks on this one. No sudden death. Nice little French. Whether you want to call it a jeton or a metal, I mean, I think it's more of a jeton. Nice King Louis the 18th in silver. And yeah, let me try to find the Philip the third. Russ Neff going to be the first bidder there. And maybe it'll go just like so. And Dr. Nathan going to join. I was like, I doubt that that's going to happen. But, it's also sometimes good. Yep, that sounds good, Raslumi. Those were some fun. I'm going to ask 60 bucks. I paid 50 for 4 of them. Pick the 4 nicest from a dealer at Central States. Yes, sounds good. We will. The Elymaian ones I think are really, really fun. So those have been awesome. Let me go in order of a couple of the requests here. I think we're going to start with 05. I think this one is like, it's got a little cut in it, but it's really decent looking. It's like a 399 coin. Very, very nice Philip. You can see the Philippoi very clearly. And then a beautiful obverse. amazing. And the basileus along the underside. All right, let's then do the Nezak Huns. Let me just find them here. This one, it looks like there's a slight hole in it, but they're all good eye appeal. So I only bought 4, and I think that they're all pretty awesome. Not a type that I come across much. Maybe I should be starting for higher given that I paid 50, but figure very fun to show. And it's an exciting exciting piece, I think, by all standards, in my opinion at least. And let's pull the Japanese next. The Noke in the lead. Yeah, I mean, these would have been the Heptalites, I believe. Just really, really interesting. Nice win for the Noke. And as I mentioned, I think we have up to 4 of them. So maybe just for time's sake, I'll leave off sudden death, but we'll start with 64, and I'll just leave the last 3. Oh, okay. So maybe I shouldn't say Heptalite, but yeah, I very rarely get their coinage. He does give Aurelian. That's funny. I feel like he might even take Aurelian by that. Oh, fascinating. This one looks nice too. I'll just try to sell the last 2 of them, then we will find the HTC request. We have a lot of AE 96, 36. We'll just get all those offered. So 20 awesome graffiti. Can you guys, with the AEs, can you tell me what the coins are? Because I think they're also all going to be, what's it called? They're all graded at this point, or almost all of them. Maybe there's one that's not graded. So I will be able to find it. Both Lucius Verus, sure. Here's the last one. The Artisheer sounds good. I think those are the usual 259. I've sold every single one of those now I've ever offered, and I picked the 2 nicest from the person who had like 5 or 6 at their table. That one is now gone, and yes, we'll be able to do both of the Lucius Verus. These are nice Sasanian tetradrachms. Artisheer would have been the ruler who broke away from the what's it called? From the Parthian Empire, and it would have been less of like a stylized, or less of vassals of the Greek origin, and this would have definitely leaned into a proud identity. Nice win for DPDI of the sort of Zoroastrian, traditionally Persian rule. So this one is going to be 259 as well. These are the only 2 that are in my inventory at the moment. Just great detail on both of the examples that I was able to pull. Rare and expensive, I would say. I mean, today we have a lot of tetradrachms. We have 1 gold piece that I just paid 800. I'm asking 949 for. It's tough. I would say compared to some other dealers, I typically find that my customer base is not looking as much for like $5,000 coins or so. And doing great, man. Alexander Baus, we don't have any. AE 96, AE 96 36. That's the Elagabalus Denarius. I know that I was excited about that Elagabalus Denarius. Let's see though, where did I put it? Did I pull it out over here? I must have. I would have been excited. Oh yeah, it's got this awesome tri-military standard, so it's a little bit better. Let's see. Because I paid 120, I'm going to ask 149. Try to make, again, a little less than, call it like 15% or so. Again, was thrilled to see that reverse type. I can't tell exactly. It looks like the 3 military standards. Fides. Would not be shocked to see that. What's going on, David? Yeah, exactly. That's why I saw this at the show. I was like, no way, I'm not going to pick that one up. And Hungary, yes, we'll get to the Hungarian one soon. AE 9620. Oh yeah, the procurators, similar situation. Paid solidly above 155 for them. I think that these need to be like, I mean, that one's really beautiful. 209 maybe to start. Super, super nice looking Litus. And so this one will have graded NGC fine. Exactly. Tried to just pick only the really, really good examples. Galliana zoo animals, we have a couple of those, but they're still coming back. Let's see. This one I could do at like 199. But at 199, and you're totally up to other people. I'm not making too much on them. So NGC fine. Let's see what the cheapest NGC fine is on eBay. Looks like Pontius Pilot NGC fine. I see a horrible looking one at 325, and then a little nicer one in choice fine at 700. Anyways, doesn't mean that I'm not entitled by any means to people paying that for mine. Let's see. Awesome. No, that sounds great. There's a couple now. WY55 1520. Let me go find that one. 1520, 1520, 1520. A nice AZ's Tet. My replacement costs are pretty high. I got a good deal on this one, but buy more. I'm looking at like mid 60s, probably like 79 bucks on this one. Very, very nice detail on the reverse. And a large Central Asian Indo-Scythian bill and tetradram. Oh shoot, I totally forgot about that HCC. Let me prioritize finding that. Though where did I put it now? I'm like stressing out. Nice win for HTC. But seriously, where did I put it? Oh, there we go. 62. There are probably like 19 starts I got. At that level. Try to make a couple of dollars. I think that they were really nice eye appeal, and I don't see them too often with better eye appeal, so I bought a large amount of them and got them all ID'd and flipped up. I mean, great detail in the beard. These would have been sort of like vassals of the Parthians, and so in the flip up top, I think there's like a Japanese coin that I pulled for somebody who'd asked for it, like a 50 sen. And so I think we have a couple. This one's also sharp looking. I think it's the same type, and we can go to 15 seconds. I tried to get a mix. There's going to be some even. Oh wow, that one's really, really has good detail there. Take a look at that. I mean, it reminds me of the tetradrams, except it's going to be a lot less expensive. Good detail in the helmet as well. Japanese, yes, exactly. CG sounds good. I'm going to pull that one. I think. Oh, actually, I am not sure where that one is. Sorry. Let's see. We also have a nice Rhodes with, this is half type 13.3. We've got the Elymaian ruler staring right at us, very imposing and intimidating. And I'm realizing that did not start. But you can still, again, see really good detail in the beard. And I tried to bring a good variety. All identified. There we see the crescent moon, the upside down, almost like trident, and his eyes kind of staring into our soul. Quite an interesting example. That one is going to go to treat, and it's always can be exciting when we've got lots of sudden death. This one has a really large flan, and then you can do maybe one or two more. This one's pretty looking. Crazy man on there. And the Lucius Verus. Let me go look for the Lucius Verus. Again, a Rhodes the second. Hofberg gonna win that one. And then one more. We also could do some of the other Elymaian. Again, I brought a good number of them today just because they're so awesome. really chunky flan. The Hungarian, no, was that the what was it, like W73 or something? Again, really big flan, struck all on it, and WX73. We also have Owls 7301. Is it in a holder? I'm not seeing it in front of me, so I apologize. Let me just. Oh yeah, Lucius Verus. Also Lucius Verus. I'm not immediately finding here. Oh, it's a nice XF. Let's see what the cheapest on eBay is. Denarius in XF. This has great eye appeal. Cheapest I'm seeing is Choice XF, but it's $540. I think this was priced well back, like half of that, honestly. Yeah, sounds good, Baffy. Let's run through them all. One sec. I was thinking like 279-ish. Beautiful XF Lucius Verus. Hopefully I'm not. 74. Oh, I might have sold that one a little cheap. Okay. I maybe was a little off on where my reference was there. Baffy, I saw these. I thought they were a pretty decent. I mean, and hopefully I'm not getting ahead of myself, but paid $250 for these handful at there's like 4 that are going to start kind of $289, $299-ish. Very nice left facing Zeus seated with a clear monogram underneath the chair. Show all the LMI. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'm not seeing that WX73. Frustrating. This one we could run, but it's going to be a little bit more than that. It'll probably be like a 309 start. And then we'll do more LMI. Very solid. A little better detail on both sides. The dead center, that one I could try. It'll be a little more expensive though, which maybe is okay. I didn't want to scare people off with, just a pricier example. Very, very nice. It's probably like a 339, which I think is not too crazy. Maybe 329 for BAF. We'll do 20 seconds, then we'll do LMI. Very clear detail. Yeah, of course. Levant Times. What's going on, Levant Times? I've been meaning to reach out to you to, see if I could wholesale you some stuff or if I could buy from you. Always looking to, I find a lot of the other whatnot dealers. For those of you that don't know, I do not know Levant Times myself, actually, but seems like a frequent seller on here, so can always go follow Levant Times. Look out for the show. Again, we have LMI, which was fairly well requested. But yeah, drop me a note in the. This one has the crazy. I think it's like a little chicken or eagle on the reverse. Very, very nice detail. A Rhodes the Second. Super cool and crazy. That one is going to go to Treat. Let's see. Do we have any others? I think we've got a handful. This one's not quite as crazy nice as the last one. I always try to be honest about where the coins are at, but it's still pretty solid. Clear detail, and we have the crazy eagle, which is always, always fun. Oh yeah, and you already asked for that germ breast, so let me go find that. The next one I have should be Turnberg. What's up? The next one I have should be also kind of a better example, so to speak. Take a look at how nice that reverse is. Man, beautiful. Amazing LMI type 072. That one will go to Turn and Burn. And then is that the? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let me find it. Where is it at? Not inexpensive though. I mean, it's nice Greek. Probably like a 229 situation, but not too pricey either when you think about really good eye appeal. All the ones that I bought from this group were deeply test cut. This is going to be one of the best eye appeal from the group because basically totally intact. The face, clear lips, nose, eyes, hair, and then a great. You can even see the magistrate. Let's see. Do we have great other LMI? Oh, that one very solid. Little sudden death. Great detail in the beard. Just kind of a type that I have my eyes peeled. Whenever I can find some good looking ones, I'm excited about it. So, yeah, been a while since I've gotten these in, and was excited about the Central States results. It's fun because I feel like a lot of stuff it shows is overpriced, but then there's going to be some stuff that I can make a buck on, and I can probably sell cheaper than anybody else offering it in the market. So, that one is going to go to Roberts. Well done. And we'll do one, then we'll look for a lifetime. I'm always a little bit, I'm not like the best at discerning lifetime from not. But I believe some of the ones I had, this is going to be again a Rhodes the second, were marked as lifetime, but I'm not 100% sure. This one's like I think it's a 449 tet. Poseidon in the front. I don't think so. But it could be wrong. I think that it's stylized portraits of the Elymaian kings. Maybe we could knock $10 to 439. Let's see. This one was apparently a lifetime issue in Macedon. Very, very nice reverse. From my perspective, price 103. Clear symbol in the left field. Lucky Fox, we've got some. I'm not sure if they're 100% if they're lifetime or not. I don't want to waste too much of people's time on them. You know, these I'd be making $20 if I sell it for $289. But these would be nice Alexander silver tets with good detail. I mean, you can clearly see the mint. Maybe you can ID. Babylon issues. Maybe there's a one. Not that I know off the top of my head, though, so I don't want to waste your guys' time either. Let's see. Do this Japanese one. It's been a little overdue, I would say. I think we've started these at 29 traditionally. They've always been popular in that range. And then we do have some of the owls as well. Do they have the wreath? Oh, actually, this one, I can't tell if it's a wreath or not, but it's like I have fine marks Alexander tet, and then we also have a nice Choice AU owl. Nice one for Sean. You know, there's the reverse. I'm not sure if that's the wreath that you're looking for. I need to get my game up in terms of mint mark recognition. I don't know that that's lifetime though. 499, super clear marks and everything on the reverse in the left field and below the throne. Very, very nice tetragram. And then Lucky Fox, I can't do much of a better price. If I could buy a bunch more, I would, but if we were in person, I could knock off the fees for the platform, but after all that, I do want to try to make, 10% on some stuff more. Like this would be maybe more like 12%. Beautiful choice, AU owl. And then let's see, why don't we do some more not so crazy. I feel bad asking high prices on stuff, which I don't think that that's actually that. Any of this stuff has been crazy. I mean, I could probably do like 439, but yeah, there's not tons of room, and I appreciate your offers. Let's try this one for maybe 24 bucks. No sudden death though. I got some really nice looking big Kushan Empire tetradrachms. Beautiful style. Vima Cadphises here with great detail. And so, yeah, I'd be happy to do the Elagabalus as well. It's worn, but it'd probably be like a 19 bucks start. Sean, gonna win that. The raw upside down tet. Remind me, is that this one? This is, I think, the 439 one. Let me first do this Philippopoulos one. Actually, it's not so bad on the other side, but we'll bring it down to 439. Cool. That sounds good to me. Very nice Scales of Justice on the reverse. Kid Corrupt going to be the first bidder on this one. And then 439 will give everybody an opportunity for that one. Always exciting to get some good Roman Provincial, and it's been a while since I've had tons available. Very, very pretty. Lucky Fox will be the first bidder, and we'll see if Baffy is going to... Provenance is the flip here. I bought it from a dealer at Central States Numismatics Show, but I don't want to tell every dealer that that I buy from either. Thank you, Be Anonymous. Nice win, Lucky. Congratulations. Sometimes I'm willing to say, like this one I bought from Harlan Burke. This was the one that I mentioned as like a 949 start. Nice Byzantine gold solidus of the Constantinople mint with the Burke tag still in there. He would have only reigned for about 4 or 5 years, 578 to 582, before Maurice Tiberius, after Justin II and Sophia, holding the cross there. And then the Konob is going to be Constantinople. And then, let's see. This one, again, if people are looking for them, the Alex Tetz. And then we'll try some other, can look. Thank you, Be Anonymous. Very, very solid. Decent eye appeal. With Zeus seated there. Let's see. We can find some Sasanian Tets. Or not Sasanian, excuse me. Parthian. AE 97. And then we can do some more of the LMI. But these are going to be about 189. Vologases, he was a long-term adversary of the Roman Empire. And you have the Tyche on the reverse. Super clear, larger flan as well. Billen Tetradram. Not surprised to see a couple of bids come in. Had been offered some of them, and I tried to only pick really, really nice eye appeal ones. And so, thank you. No, it's a very good, classic. This one's even a little nicer, I would say. Just great detail on both sides, symbol above, and then a fantastic face on the obverse. Levant Times. Leading. Congrats. And then maybe we can try one more. Then we can do the LMI. And then we also have nice Karshapana. This one, again, great detail. Chunky, ancient. You can see his face coming way off the flan. I wish we had our coins like this today. Just a really nice eye appeal. And can come back to these as people would like. What was in my mind to try next? Mamea? Yes, I do. What's going on, Lord Draco? Hope you're doing well. Oh, the Karshapana. And then we'll do some of these crazy Moroccan ones. These paid up a little more for. These are going to be the ancient Indian Mauryan Empire. And I only picked really nice countermarked examples. That one almost looks like I can't tell if it's a dolphin or all the symbols on there, but a triskele on the reverse of this one. Very fun. The above the gold is a $349 Bactrian Euthydemus Magus tetradrachm. Definitely a fun one. And then this one here is going to be a nice Morocco 4 phallus. I've been doing a lot of non-dollar start. 1288, the Hijri calendar year. Let's just try this one. Interesting 6-pointed star from 1871. Pretty large flan, as you can see. And crossing fingers, we got a bunch more bids left here. You never know, but only a couple more seconds here. Oh, open to running some more. Minimum like 14 to 19. Congratulations. Mamea, let's see what I have in terms of Mamea. It's like I've got a VF and an XF. I think that the VF is going to be like, well, I'm going to look up Mamea Denarius NGC and not even anything after that. Cheapest. I mean, I think this is very nice looking. I realized that we are wildly underpricing the ones that we have on a different platform, so I'm going to increase their price because they were the cheapest on a different platform. And let's see. This one would be 119. The TET behind that one is going to be very nice. Julia Mamea Vesta with the clear, I believe that's Victory with a shield and spear in hand. Vesta. This is a silver denarius, yes. With nice eye appeal. And then the other one is really nice, but going to be a higher priced item. This 245 is going to be, this is like a 1. Well, why don't we try, let me just see what I paid on this one. The reverse is so nice. Yeah, I paid 120, so I'd like to offer it for 144. It was mostly for how nice this reverse is. Juno Augusta, holding, I think that's Victory, but I'm not 100% sure. No ungraded, or maybe I do, but I don't remember if I do have them. And then here's the Bactrian Tet that I had mentioned. 349 start, just an early Euthydemus, not a ruler that I find tetradrachms of often whatsoever. There's the reverse, and you can see the EUODHMOY Demos. And then let's see, here's a really cool reverse type that's, would be cheaper if it was just a fine, but because of that, awesome horse. I believe that would be Severus on a horse. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a good looking Daenerys. A little bit nicer reverse. And then we should have very fun. Let's see. Sold the first two that we offered. This is $199. Beautiful tetradrachms of the Parthian Empire, Vologazes. The fourth there you see Tyche delivering a wreath to the Parthian king on the reverse, and then this great strong beard left facing example on this side. Just an awesome type. And if Baffy, I thought maybe you'd try to get it on one. Let's try one more then. And this has very clear lettering on the reverse in particular. Nice eye appeal. Good looking type. Maybe I'll sell all the ones in my inventory, but always, I thought it was a good price, so I tried to get the ones that they had offered. SNG Cope, yes, I'm sure we can find that one. Let's do one more of these and then shift. This one is going to be a $199 as well. Vologazes. WX74. What is WX74? I'm worried that I misplaced a whole group of them or something. Nice win for Levant Times. Do we have? Let's see. This one is going to be $199. Great flan and detail as well. No luck finding the Roman Republican. I found. Let me look one more time here. Thank you for the reminder. No, I'm only seeing this one foray. And then it looked like there was AE 9902 requested. Just bought this one at the Central Numismatic States as well. A dram. There's a scratch on the reverse. 289 start. It is slightly, it's a satyr and a protesting nymph. A nice dram. Maybe not the most appropriate necessarily. But depicting a scene. And then, let's see, 97, 14, 42. These are all really excellent looking. They've got on the reverse a bust facing left and then super. Yeah, and last druid, let me look for that. Can you tell me what type of coin that is, HTC? I'll try to sell it for maybe, a couple extra bucks, obviously, but keep it tight. Let's try this one as well. $19 start. Oh, that one's really cool. Take a look at how detailed the reverse, even though there's not much of a detail on it. That's really fun. Super interesting. I have it at $289. On that one I could come down $10 or something. They've been very popular whenever I've offered them. This one is going to be the prior type with the more intricately detailed reverse. I forget which deity that is going to be. I think there's Aramaic on the reverse, but it could be a different script. I'm not 100% sure. Ptolemaic Kingdom sounds good. I will snag that one quickly and Try to turn it around for a $15 profit, whatever that may be. Let me just see, confirm the details. We'll do one more of these in the meantime. The Ptolemaic, yeah, that would be a $97 start. The protest, yeah, but that was the protester. You know what? It's got the $75 price tag on the reverse that I paid for it, which bought it from kind of a wholesale guy, so I get some great offers in my opinion. This is the only one that I have of these right now in my inventory. Very nice looking. Sure, I'd be happy to. I normally don't do that, but you know, let's see. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Thanks. And then try that one X-Burk coin. 9 of the Constantinople Mint. Sounds good. Philippines, not so much of. Not tons on that front, unfortunately. AE is bronze. Yep, that's right. HTC is going to be the first bidder on this one. I was like, I know this one's going to go today. But congratulations, HTC. That's a nice one. I think you'll be very pleased with it. Yeah, this one has a hole in it. Be a $39 start. Augustin de Iturbide. Wish I had more of these, but very, very short time period in which this Mexican Turial would have basically been available. And then we have a handful. You know, and I'm probably selling too many. I sometimes do that, but when they're nice, I'm excited about it. So the awesome. I think it's Belos on the reverse, but I could be wrong about that. Really, really solid. Will be. Nice win. And then right here, we have got the Erodes the Third, actually. Again, very, very clear struck. The nice thing is it's a fairly deep series. It's not like there's only one or two of these. You know, you can put together quite a nice collection of the different, and I think there's one more of whatever this one is. Wow, that's stunning. Then we'll do some more of the, can rerun Alexander Tet or two that I think slipped through the cracks. And then there's also some other types that we haven't focused on. Oh, this is the Belos one. No, that's really, really nice. Super clear lettering. Amazing type. Noke will win that. Here's this. You know, just kind of want to offer them no sudden death. 284 is fairly tight, but also fun. Again, Alexander the Great. Full tetradrachm. Very nice centered flan. You can see the Alexandroi quite clearly. Then, what else could be tried here? We have, I mean, I don't want to overwhelm people with, okay, this one's actually, maybe we didn't have quite as many of these in our inventory. This is Kamnaskari's Erodes. Sudden death. $19 start, but he's quite bearded. And the reverse almost, it's like they're not all going the same way. Mad A physics. And then, yeah, that was the only one of those we had. This one's going to be Interesting. A late 1st century BC to 2nd century AD. Uncertain. It's not that we don't have the ID, it's like we're not 100% sure which one it corresponds with, and the craziness on the back reminds me a lot of Kamnaskaries. HGC, we'd love to. That one is going to be, given that it is Portable Antiquity Scheme Horde-provenance, it's probably like a 379 start. If that's, and it's pretty worn. If it's intimidating, I won't run it, just for your reference. Beautiful shape on this one. I want to show again both sides of this. Just amazing. That one will go to Big Pappy. And then nice example here as well. What are some other? AE9902. Yeah, WX. You know, I wonder if I sold WX73, if I sold any of those. I think I sold them in a different live streaming platform. That's what must have happened to them. That's why they're no longer shown. I bought 5 of these. I just sold some wholesale at 39. So to beat that, I would want to get 44, and at that stage, I'm making $5, so I paid 35 for them. Nice looking AZs, the 1st or 2nd Tets. I mean, I think these could have room. Indo-Scythian, but very nice style. Greek on the front, generally Karshothy on the reverse. Just nice looking coins. And yeah, sounds good. I'd be happy to. Let me run a couple. I have 5 total in my inventory. If I sell every last one tonight, maybe we'll just start these 48 and go from there. This one I think could be like a $60 coin even. And let's see, where is... We'll do these again, and then we'll make our way over. Maybe we'll just sell out of all the AZs. $48 sudden death just for speed here as we offer these. Beautiful all around. Nice win. And then let's see again, 2 more, and then we will be done. Mat A Physics. Super nice looking. And then let's see. Last but not least, I will have no more in my inventory after this. I can try to buy some more, but it'll probably be about 6 weeks before I can see that guy again. Nice win to Bill. And then we have the Thassos. There's again a scratch on the reverse that I do want to call out. You can see it right there. But here is the protesting Nymph and Satyr. Forget if it was 289 or 279. I can make 279 work. Augustus and Caesar, yes, they're Kilfrom Horde, so they're from a British horde. They have a nice markup, bigger markup than normal. They're in the 370s. Let's see. And wait, which one did people want to see? Augustus or Caesar? Let's see. These ones, I mean, I probably shouldn't sell like every one I have in a matter of a show. These I do have some more of down in Texas with the guys there, but they may only be streaming like once a week or so and whatnot. Yep, HTC, perfect. Let's find that one. Where did I put it? Nice win for Will B. Oh yeah, 034. 034 761. Oh, the plated denarius. Oh no, I do have a ton of Widow's Mites. What am I talking about? Dang. Hopefully it shows that I am sometimes silly. This is a really nice looking, it's genuine, it's authentic to being struck 2200 or 2100 years ago, but it is an ancient forgery. So it's actually, I find it often tougher to find the ancient forgeries. Even if it's less valuable, sometimes it's often tougher to find, and it's a beautiful example. Um, it's yeah, kind of interesting. You can see a visible core. Um, Not something that I see too often. Nice win. Just because, oh, this one's also kind of a cool, or no, first we have to run, again, these were dug up in England, which has amazing laws where when something like that is found, they're fully, this one you can look up on the London British Museum and actually see the very same coin with the kind of unique flan. I've sold about half of the Kilfrome types that I won. Nice Augustus 2 BC to 4 AD. This would have been pocket change likely of a Roman soldier. The last coin found was a Claudius denarius struck between 41 and 54, I think like 43-ish AD. So very, very fun. And there's also, in terms of, this is cool because it's a ancient forgery, but they muled it with the wrong reverse. So you can see it's very clearly stylized, but it's not proper because they took one obverse type and one reverse type, the Althorius balbus, and then put the Aemilius lepidus on the reverse, which has that aqueduct. Really, really cool, and I believe that's fairly stylized in the right side of the coin. Quite a unique mule ancient forgery. And then, let's see, there's a couple of Bactrian drams, but the mites that we brought are all quite nice examples. The 44 bucks starts. I mean, this is a gorgeous one. Let this one go. I mean, really, really solid star. I mean, crazy nice, I would say. It's tricky. I've had a little less available of these because the wholesale market on them is fairly strong. Super clear anchor, super clear star. I heard, and I don't have these guys, but people are selling these for 40 bucks wholesale, and that means ugly examples. This one really nice again, star on that side, and you can see the top of the anchor with then very clear. It's like NES. I think that's talking about Alexander Jannaeus, the Judean ruler. 010. Yeah, let's see. Oops. 135. This one's really nice style. It's probably like a 109 start. Beautiful ancient forgery. Just amazing. 10 asses, 10 Assyrian. And then there we see the classic. It has all of like the, the characteristics, kind of the bubbly or circle-y lettering. I just don't have a way to replace those, so it reflects a bit more in the price. Oh, of course. Let's see. Any other requests? We could actually offload some of the bulk lots as well. 022. This is going to be an 1871 4 phallus coin. Yep, I just ran it not long ago, so that one will go to Rocket Go. Yeah, I just ran it not too long ago, so I may focus on other stuff first. This one is going to be a 449. Very infrequently get these guys. Nice, super circulated, but somehow very pleasing looking 80 drachma of Cleopatra, the last Ptolemaic ruler. S-Man, let's find that one. I may have just sold that on a different platform. Let's see. No, I have not. This one, it's a little nicer. I like an 89 start or so. And then we can, yeah, this one's actually pretty good. Maybe 89's a little bit. Well, I'm always pleased to get people excited about some fun coins and let the chips fall where they may. What's going on, Krabby? CG? Fun to be back on here, enjoying. Yeah, Krabby, I was telling them, like, eBay's been fun, but there's a lot about it. I'm not able to, like, upload coins in advance very well on eBay, and so I really miss out because currently I love it when people can request good items. And that we've struggled to have much traction with the eBay crowd. So here's the reverse. Oh, nice. That's amazing, Lord Draco. Yeah, I have some nice dealers over in England. I feel like you can never go wrong with fun English material. Let's see. These guys have been popular. Amazing Parthian, late Parthian tetradrams. Let me look up this WX. This one's such good detail, actually. Probably one of the nicest ones. We've sold like 5 of these all today. WX7412. Let me look for that one. No, USA framed. That makes more sense. There's a chance that we have some of the. No, I think we sold it all. We sold it all on the other place, unfortunately. Soamius, not as common of a Severan Dynasty woman. 129, Julius Soamius. And then we'll try the 336. Yeah, they are not inexpensive, I would say. Oh, that's awesome. Edward, I don't think that's the most common one to find either, so that's great, Ted. This one is like a VF Antiochian bronze, nice SC on the reverse. Would have been minted sometime when Jesus was either about to get here or was walking the earth. And in that kind of, yeah, Mary, I mean, these are, you guys have great eyes, but I wish I had a couple more. People had asked about the Choice VF Hadrians. Probably going to start at like at least 199. We'll try one of them there and let them range up. Oh, amazing, Ted. This one has a great portrait of Fides on the reverse. And let's see what the Hadrian Venerius NGC VF Lastrud will be the first bidder there. I mean, Choice VF. We have the cheapest one for regular VF. Choice VF, I'm only seeing available at like 290. So the next two will range up. This one will be 219, and then the next one will be 239. Those are the other two that I've got in the inventory. I do, Lucky Fox. It is the 76th coin of the Chilfrome, Chilfrome, Chilfrome Horde. So you could also just look it up. I think if you type in WY23, actually, yeah, you can look. It's already in the. So it says coin 76, coin 67. It's all in the description. So feel free to take a look on the British Museum site and then get back to me if you'd like me to run it. 379. I paid like 200, low 200s for it, but I mean, I would put every last dollar in Augustus Chilfrome types if I had access to them, or similar Horde-provenance items. They're really my favorite. So that one is a large markup. I'm always straightforward with people on some that I'm asking not a large markup, others that I'm asking a large markup, but it's really just where the market is and how I'd buy. Yeah, USA. Let me find one. This one is going to be a 11 medieval Indonesian silver masa. Very nice looking coin. Let's find the mites. Pull a group of them over. Oh, Sistophori are amazing. That one is going to go to the Noke. Just got this awesome collection of these guys in. This one, maybe we'll just go down to 15 seconds. Nice large medieval Indonesian sandalwood type. 199. It's so far back of the other ones. Could do like 214 maybe, but then the last one is maybe I'll make it 229 or something. But it's those ones are a little tighter basically. I'd be happy to just let me know if you're good at 214. Here we have again another one of these silver. That one is like a more compact flan, I would say. It's kind of interesting. And then there's the reverse. You can always come back to those. I've not had those for a while. Here we have better looking mites. I mean, super clear lettering on the reverse as well is awesome. $39 start. Again, wholesale market on these guys has tightened up, or not tightened up, just increased dramatically. So that's where ultimately offering them, I still, if I have a wholesale offer for something, I'm probably going to want to make like $5 or so fulfilling it, if that makes sense. This one has very clear. Hey, what's going on, 510? Good to see you. Rocket Go in the lead. This one is going to be 135. So there's some that are to the specific ruler, Alexander Jannaeus. And then there's others that are more an anonymous king. This one has a really nice reverse, crazy a little bit on the lettering. I could see this one going a bit higher. Let's see, how many more did I bring? I think I have another. I only brought great ones from this mix, but I do have a good number more here. Nice one for USA. This one is amazing with a nice dotted border and everything. Really, really nice. A whole normally like if somebody's going to consistently buy, then it's okay to do like $1,000. Normally, I'm sending out packages in the $3,000 to $10,000 range. I would say for wholesale. What kind of snap bean, a lot amount? Because obviously, if somebody's like, "Hey, I'm starting out, like I want to, I would like to make a small first purchase, and like I'll work with, I can work with people." On the other hand, I've found, and this one has nice, both of the cornucopias. It's a little worn, but the cornucopias on there are pretty clear. For example, I think I'm sending out 150 of these. pretty soon. And so that'll be a touch under that 5,000 mark. Or I think 300. I think 2 packages of that amount. 379 is the price on that one, Lucky Fox. It's just I'm never gonna buy more of them, so those ones are at 379. If I didn't have any, and I can also let me think. I'm thinking I didn't have any. I'm gonna keep whichever one is the last one. I'm gonna keep for my own collection. And if I didn't have one in my collection, that's what I collect is the PAS Horde stuff. This one is a great super centered Alexander Janaeus type, so a little different. That sounds good, Snappy. And what are you looking for? Because I mean, we wholesale literally anything, if that kind of makes sense. Like, I would say it will be slightly better deals as the prices ramp up. Like the other day, I sold I think like somebody like a $2,000 order, and it was a bunch of Japanese. I think I sold like I have one guy who will buy Japanese silver shoe at $15, and he has a infinite. I mean, I'm not going to come up with more than 300 to 500 at a time. And so then there was somebody who wanted to buy like 2,000 worth of a couple different types, and I said on those is going to be $16.50, so a slight price increase. Gothic Florin's Lord, not tons of them. This is an awesome horse, ruler on horse reverse. So that's kind of how, and I'd rather be upfront. I mean, similar in terms of when I'm buying from people. Like if I come in and I spend 20K with somebody, they're going to give me a better deal than if I spend 2. That's amazing. I mean, it's fun. Gabe, who works for Treasure Town full time, he bought his first ancient from Treasure Town. He knows way more about ancients than I do. In terms of, he just has amazing gifts with identification. Here we have a beautiful owl in Choice AU. Definitely a nice type. Yeah, let's find that one last druid for you. Posthumous. Yep, that's probably like a 124-ish guy. I'll make like 15 on it. Really nice, actually. A little bit of tone on that. Actually, a little bit of rainbow tone. So I could see this, you never know, but that could be a candidate to bid higher. Nice. Divus Antoninus would have been struck in the weight after he died. Amazing toned Denarius. It wouldn't be a bad idea. They should put the Horde-provenance on there. If you're into Horde stuff, I didn't have time to upload them, but I have a nice mix of stuff that I'll get in like a future. We have some Bicknor Horde stuff, a couple different rulers. We have Nether Compton Horde from 1989. And then we have some Epvig Horde. So that's a more recently discovered one. I, again, love the Horde stuff. And then we also have some Pomeroy Horde. Where did I put those? Those are going to be... This is like, I bought the whole Horde. It was like 181 Antoniani discovered while doing construction in Belgium in the 1970s. And sounds good. We'll do WX6205, though I thought that I sold it. This is a Salininus. And then we'll do the other one. Rocket Go is going to be the first bidder on this one. Just really nice. Yeah, I mean, I think, because I want to make like a Treasure Town museum, that would be my goal. And I want to keep at least like maybe 10 or 15 just to show the wide range of emperors and rulers that were discovered in that Horde. Let me find the 07. And the nice thing is you should be able to match this to the one on the website. 379. Very fun. type. Simple raw Greeks to Hochberg. Do I have simple raw Greeks? I feel like I've got to have at least one, but I don't know that I have so many. Simple. What would be a simple raw Greek? Does it say I have any of them? Congratulations. Nice win. I think 6205. I could have sworn that I sold it. Yeah, I'm pretty positive I did. If you find a simple raw Greek, we might have some Indo-Greek ones. Mint State Owls. That one's so nice. I'd like to make 20% just because this one's amazing. So beautiful. Oh, a Hungary Poltura. Oh, okay, yeah, let me grab the Hungarian one. So pretty. It's like perfect. Let me tell you what I paid on this. I've had it in my inventory a while, so I probably would sell it even below cost. 127 and 41 cents. It's a really good coin. 124. I'd lose 10, but get back the cash. Beautiful. Leopold. Very, very flashy. Oh, Larry Fine. Did I meet you up in at Central States? I think I may have got your card, but it could be a different Larry Fine. Maybe I'm totally misremembering, but I still have to go through all the cards that I got. Congratulations. Okay, sounds good. I swear I met some guy named Fine, maybe from. Okay, cool. That's funny. Congratulations. Yeah, no, I mean we paid 127, but I figure I've held it since we got it in the July 3rd of last year, so time to move on. Let's see, we got some other good counterpunched. That's so weird that's a funny coincidence. I recognize the name, but it was a false recognition of some other guy. Marcus Aurelius, I think we've got like one of them. This is a beautifully punch marked Karshapana. Somebody had a big group of Karshapana, and I was like, oh, I only want to get the really, really nice looking ones. Show both sides of that guy. Bishop Riggin, thank you for asking. I don't have any of the Tiberius denarii. I think the closest, they're just basically because of their biblical significance, they've gotten super challenging to acquire, which is honestly awesome that many people are excited about them. This is probably the closest one that I would have had. I mean, I believe at the time Jesus would have been discussing that, it would have been, the ruler would have been Tiberius. And so he reigns 14 to 37. So basically all of Jesus' life, assuming Jesus dies in around 33 AD. I do have some Pontius Pilate Pruta, by the way, but Augustus would have been the ruler prior. This was deposited in the Kilfrome Hoard, which was dug up by British metal detectorists and preserved immaculately. Kilfrome, let's see, this one is going to be struck 19 to 18 BC. I sold the first one. This is a different type, though. This would have been the ruler prior. Would have been circulating around that time, the time of Jesus, but it seems like Jesus would have been discussing Tiberius. And we can try some of the Pontius Pilate. I know there was some interest in them prior. This side is a bit off plan sheet. You can see Caesar, Caes, when he says render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Not all of the rulers would have said Caesar so clearly. We've basically sold out of most of the older English. This one, we could try at like 179. I bought 4 of these, and the other ones sold really quickly. This was like the straggler. The other ones sold, I think, average like 270, 280. Really nice reverse. The obverse, you can see King Edward VI staring at us, then the XII in the right field. but a little bit of like a waviness in the flan. This is kind of larger, very large silver shilling. Um, you know, no, I just walked around on foot. Walked around on foot. Let's see. Oh yeah, so some of the biblical themed ones. Governors of Judea. I have the 209, and then I have a couple of the. I only have 3 of them here. We have a couple more in the Texas office. But this is going to show great Letus struck under Tiberius, the same ruler who would have been striking that tribute penny. The Roman governor of Judea would have been Pontius Pilate. I think it's like $4.99 ish, something like that. I've sold a bunch of $4.99. Caesar coins. I mean, I just showed the Caesar coin. That would have been Augustus, though, not Tiberius's Caesar. This one's $10 cheaper. And cheapest of these on eBay is like $330, and it looks a lot worse. So I feel like this is a good, I'd make about $22 or so. Norse metal, I wish they're super. The 1925 ones, right? And then here's another fun type, Levon Tram. $99 start, beautiful silver. USA framed. And oh, I do have one. No, I don't have one. I was saying that I wish I do, but I was confirming if it was the 1925 one because I know that type I don't have. Here, let's try a same $99 start. Same grade cross on that reverse, and then we do have a couple nice other Pruda of the procurators that are going to be a little less expensive. Miss Rob. I also have a beautiful Salininus, but let's first try the Antoninus Felix Pruda. That would have been ruling in Claudius's time, 54 AD, Li delta. I think it's going to indicate sort of like, must be 13th regnal year. I would have thought that was 14th, but maybe it's 1 and then -1, 4. Very clear lettering, good eye appeal. Example on this one. And then we do have a couple of Lifetime of Jesus Pruda. This one, and probably like a 30 to 45 minute warning, I would say. Lifetime of Jesus Pruda, Valerius Gratus, 15 to 26 AD. So he's the prior to Pontius Pilate, and you have the palm frond fairly clearly there, and then it looks like a wreath on the reverse. 15 to 26 AD. Actually, decent LIA. I believe that's going to be some of the regnal year, so we can always come back to those. Let's see. Other than that, we have a nice Gondopharid tet, but Salininus, this is going to be, I think, a 119, very nice. Only reigned for about 2 years. XF. I think the choice AU is going to be, the insane mint state is 1099, the other mint state is 999, and then the choice AU is 849. Publica, I think it's Spes, I believe, on that reverse. Congrats to Last Druid. So let's try, we'll start with the 1099. The better Augustus, no. I mean, I feel like just by virtue of being Kill from Horde. Usurper, I'm not sure if Saturninus was a usurper as much as he would have been, like, just part of the, I guess, Roman leadership. Because there were some usurpers in that time. I'm thinking, like, Zenobia, Vibalathus. But my history may not be fully accurate there. And then let's try this one at, I think we said 999. Beautiful owl. Sub $1,000 for a mint state. Slightly compact flan, but really I love the reverse as well. Or the sides. Very chunky. Mint state owls. Beautiful. And then this one is going to be, we could maybe knock a couple bucks off of it at like a, that's 3 out of 5, 4 to 5, 8, 34. Thank you, Last Druid. I appreciate it. I mean, this one I think is similar looking to the mint state ones, but a nice little discount there. Those are the 3 of these type that I've really got in stock. Maybe there's one in Texas, but they're real fun. I mean, they're awesome. Maybe we can try some relatively inexpensive types here. What could we have? We have a couple more of these have been popular all day. Beautiful Elymaian drams. These are, I mean, they're Greek, but they're not really Greek. They're more like, Parthian vassals. Beautiful Chemnascaries Orodes dram of the early 2nd century AD. Just amazing stylized faces here with what looks like an upside down trident and then a crescent moon. And man, very appealing, I think, in the low 20s. I think, a fun type, 15 seconds. And do we want to see any of the bulk lots? Because I do have some of the bulk. This one has like a little eagle, but it almost looks like a crazy chicken on the reverse, which I have always found to be fun. And then I think, what's the next type? This one's just got the crazy, doesn't have that. Run the owl? Sure, PRCC. I'd be happy to. Beautiful on this one. The surfaces are really, really nice. Let's try the owl. I would do it if I was at a show. I could do like 829, but 800. I just got this fresh inventory in, and I think there should be a little bit of room at least. I think started at 849, then tried 834. I think 829. Thanks for the bid. I can knock off a little bit for you on the other mint states. This we could probably do like 979 ish, with one of them selling. Mint state. Again, very, very flashy. A very clear portrait of the owl. And then why don't we try something, throw a bone to people who have been patient. We can try one of these dollar start. Sudden death, 30 seconds. Lifetime of Jesus Christ Pruda in Judea, 15 to 26 AD. Should be, I would guess, exciting. And Roman Republic Emil, we have a little bit, and that one will go at 38. We have one other of these, which is like a 44 start. Maybe it's a little clearer on the obverse. You guys be the judge. 15 seconds, and then there's the frond. Great wreath on the reverse as well. 15 to 26 AD. I'll leave it out, maybe offer it later. Here we've got a $19 start on one of these crazy stylized type 13-3 Elymaian Greek drams. This one is not facing us. A lot of the crazy Elymaian rulers. Oh, and there's the bust of Belos, I believe, on the reverse. And left facing obverse. We also have an Ardashir Tet 259, which I think would be pretty exciting. Maybe I'm wrong. We sold the first one that we offered. Oh, that one has great eye appeal. Same type as the prior. Amazing right facing. I think that the one that's been called Heaven and Hell that I've seen is like a Chalukas, I think, like a Indian coin of the 800s to 1000s AD time period approximately. Again, great. That's the one that I've seen. Sudden death. First one of those that won't go. But yeah. And we can always sell the other ones later. Let me try to find. Wait, what did I even say I was going to find? We have a couple of the Sasanian drams with, I think, pretty reasonable starts at $39. This one is the only Kusra the first. The other ones will be Kusra the second. Making $4 here at the start price. Zoroastrian Fire Altar. Oh, I think we were saying we might run some of the. We can do the one remaining Adarshir Tet. Miss Rob gonna win that. We'll build up to it. Similar type right here, but this would have been after Hormaz the fourth. Very clear. You can see that buggy-eyed Fire Altar attendance there. That one will go to Matt A. Physics. Similar situation. These generally had pretty nice details from this dealer. 9901. Let me find it. I paid $200 for it, so I look for like $239. Miss Rob gonna win that one as well. Just good detail. I'll do 2 more of these, then we'll try the Aurelius at $239, and then we will do again very nice Zoroastrian detail, and then we can do the Ardashir Tet. Balboski, gonna snag that one. Nice script, and we can always come back to find a couple more later. Great detail. This is where you can typically see what the mint mark is going to be, which escapes me. And then Louis the 16th. Let me know. I do know that I sold a bunch of those recently. Yeah, paid $200 for this guy. So $239 is where I'd seek to be. Very nice Marcus Aurelius. It looks like Prov, I assume Providentia. Great beard on M. Antoninus. taking the name of Antoninus Pius. AE 4006. Yep, I'll get that, but I do have the artist here and then some other tats as well. Nice win for Christian. 259 on this guy. We sold the other one at 259. I think this one's a touch nicer. It's the last one in my inventory. I only bought 2. There's the same Zoroastrian fire altar, but if you're looking for like a little pricier example of the Sasanians, this would be a good candidate. Amazing helmet, or crown, I should say. Maybe I've heard those discussed with the opposite Durhams. Also, another interesting type is going to be a little bit earlier Parthian. Let's see, 199. Duracium, I think I may have some that say, but I think I sold most of them on the different live stream platform. So definitely look out for me both places. Vologazes, the 4th, beautiful billet and tetradrachm with Tyche crowning the king or giving him a wreath. We've got the Alex Tats here. Where did I put the Alex? Here, is this it? No, where did I put them? There they are. WY55 0804. Time to go find it. Oh, that sounds fun. Let me just figure out what my cost is. Cost is a little on the, I probably have to sell for like $44. I very rarely get that nice of Zangid stuff in. Amazing. The BD is very minor. Beg Timurid. Beautiful. I could see that one bidding quite high. A little bit. I was going to say maybe higher, but we'll just start for 44. A little bit of BD, as you can see down below. Amazing. And it's interesting because most of the Islamic coins are not going to have such nice imagery. Just this is the first one of this type I've ever had, and probably will take a while to get another one. And I think it's very minor in terms of the green patina, or green effect. Beautiful. Let's see. Do I have other of that group on hand? This one, Al Jazeera, Zangid, Muiz, Aldin, Sanjar Shah, $49 start. I mean, again, this whole group is just beautiful. This one should bid up a good bit, I would imagine. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Which one is this? It's not. Let me try the other 2 here. Oh my gosh, I say that and then there's another one that has the late BD effect. I apologize. I had not looked at. I just got these in from Gabe. $49 is the other price. This one's a little less sharp, I would say, but still quite nice. If somebody who missed out on the first wanted this, and then we'll try very nice Seljuk of Rome Suleiman false. That would be a little cheaper, maybe like $36. Hijri calendar, $5.95. Again, nice to have like an Islamic themed coin that has a portrait. Very intricate. Style. And then I know we were going through some of the Sasanian silver. And that we had basically everything had bid beyond the initial start. That one's particularly nice, but we'll still just go $39 sudden death. Yeah, I think I have a little bit of like maybe Jireh Khan's. And we should have more of that in the future. Beautiful type here. Hochberg will win that one. This one has a little scratch, so we'd sell it for a losing price, but I actually don't think that this scratch is terrible, but it's there, so I want to disclose. And then, yeah, we can do some of the G-Ray cons. I think maybe 3 more ish. There could be a couple more than that. But then we'll do, again, the G-Ray cons. Tad Wilkes, again, Fire Altar on either side of the attendants, or the attendants flank the Fire Altar. It's the opposite there. And we can maybe do, as I said, one more, then we'll find. Which did we want? We wanted the G-Ray cons. Let's find that one. Gonna come back to the minimal remaining later. We can do some dollar start, actually. That could be kind of fun. Noke sounds good. AE 44. This one is going to be Kirikier, G-Ray cons, Dalwat G-Ray from 1550 to 1570, sort of Tatar province. Kirikier silver. Super fun. And I think that one will be. I'm glad that we got it out there. We're probably going to start this one maybe for like a $13 start. This one has a really nice detail. That's probably where we're going to be at on those guys. But it's fun to do dollar start, get somebody an awesome outcome like that. Oh yeah, that one is going to go to the Noke. This one actually is genuinely like a bit more worn. I think it would have no problems at $9. Silver Aksha, the G-Ray cons. Kind of Tatar province. I think I missed it. Bumbleclaw, I don't have any Armenian Tets. They're awesome, though, when I do get them in. So I will make you aware. This one's back to really nice, and we can go down to 10 seconds here. Just run a good number of them. Very nice silver Aksha, the Kirikier mint. And maybe we are chilling on those. AE 12, 44, 12, 09, Arab Shahid. I think it's like medieval Uzbek. But they actually would have circulated. I think it was struck in modern day Turkmenistan. Shipwrecks, I'm pretty much out of, but I should have some coming soon. This would have been 1558 to 1602. Silver half tenka. And they generally are struck quite off flan, as can be observed. I also have some of the Judaean, paid 15 a pop for these guys. Very nice 3 grain ears there. $24 is going to be my start price. And the umbrella-like canopy on the other side. The other example I didn't think looked quite as nice, but actually maybe it does look nice. The other one's probably like a $19 one. I wanted to do the SKU that you would run. Let's see, Uzbek. Oh shoot, it was the wrong SKU. Let's do this one for $17. That is a little nicer looking, isn't it? Solid is sold, yeah. It was quick. No Jewish Revolt coin. Thank you, Horace. That's a great point. Bill leading and the Noke on that one, and then we can run the last of them. I mean, maybe can take $1 off of it, but that's the last one that I had uploaded for this show. In some ways, has sharper lettering, slightly more off land, but also both sides have a good amount of strike to them. And then, let's see, these continue to have a lot of popularity. Maybe I'm running them, but I kind of like to stick to a start price for the most part. I think those were opposite Durhams, but also I know for a fact that a lot of the Solidi would have flown. There was like a big, they would go up to the Viking territories, especially like some of the, and yeah, let me find that. Bill and Tet AE 4006. I tried it a couple times at 99. It didn't sell there. I'm going to try it at 94. No sudden death. But those are on prior shows. Caudaceus super clear on the reverse. I just saw them and I was like, those are so cool. I love US coins. I want to learn about every bit of history from the ancient times. I just kind of ran with it. A little bit of a boring story, but I mean, they're just so cool. Alexander Tetz as well. Was really pleased with the ones I found. This one I paid $250 for. We'll do it for $299. Shortly ago at the Central States Numismatic Show. Was thrilled to pick this one up. Nero. I think we might have some Nero coming back to Texas soon. The Solidi, that's like the gold that I sold for $949 that somebody was just asking about. This Carizius, I don't think I have it. I have the Caponius. I need to get that off of there. Which is fun because it's got I think it's the Heracles, like the lion skin. This is a plated denarius. It looks pretty good, and it's from the time that Julius Caesar was taking control. Very nice. 49 BC. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do have some of the Neros. Let's find out. This one's also beautiful. Also, what are these? Ooh, beautiful as well. AE 40. You know what? I think those all got sent to grading. I don't have any of them. That's why I was confused. AE 40. $32 for these amazing tin dineros with the armillary sphere. Beautiful. Portuguese Malacca under Sebastião the First. Judea, yeah, we have some great Judean types. Medieval Portugal. The Noke is going to win that one. We have one other. Let's try some Judean after. We have one other. This one is a little more encrusted in a cool way. VOC I'm out of, but I'm going to be buying some more soon. Yeah, this one you can see incrustation. I wonder if this thing was like buried underwater, or I'm not sure. We do have some sandalwood mossas though, which had been popular to the extent that we'd run them, selling starting at $13. Why don't we get some excitement back? We'll do $1 start, and then we'll do Judean. Are you looking for NGC encapsulated Judean? I have one right here. We could run it for, it would have been Lifetime of Christ. Again, this is Srivijaya Kingdom Sandalwood Masa, silver of the Sumatran Indonesians. That's why we do not do dollar stones. Totally my responsibility there. $42, no sudden death. Oh, very cool. So this one would have been the Roman. You may know of Pontius Pilate, who would have condemned Jesus, or really put it up to the Judean people too. This would have been the ruler of Judea, governor of Judea prior to him, Valerius Gratus. And so this would have been a bronze of him, a Pruta coin. And then we also have some of them that have not made it into NGC encapsulation yet. Those would be like, a bit cheaper. Maybe like I paid $15, so I'd like to make at least $3 ish before my shipping costs, or your shipping costs, but before I pay somebody else to ship it. We see the 3 grainier. This is the ruler after Pontius Pilate. No, Ethan. No, I don't think we've got the Nero. All right. We could try. It looks like there's 2 in total that remain of the. You never need to buy things from Treasure Town, so always just feel free to ask to see if I've got something, and happy to explain things. Don't want anybody to feel any obligation. Yeah, I think a bunch of stuff. Basically, I now use this inventory. I offer it when I do lives on other platforms, so a bunch of it sells or it goes to grading. So it's challenging. I basically just couldn't do as many shows if I had to have the fully up to date inventory. Last one of this group, $39 start, and then this one is going to be. These are from. He would have conquered Jerusalem, so it could have been anywhere across the Sasanian Empire. But that would have traditionally been a Persian dynasty. You can see Zoroastrian fire altars on the reverse. So, would have been kind of Persian, but that empire was so much bigger than, anything today, with the extent that they would have captured. Here again is a great Alexander the Great tetradrachm, struck shortly after his death, with the wreath. Amazing Zeus portrait. Oh yeah, sounds good. Not cheap. I like a 229-ish. Beautiful. This was from this collection that I bought that had been stored away since 1952 in somebody's basement. 1795, they were a world traveler. 120 grana. And then, let's see, beautiful Kashan tetradrachms. These would have been like basically the successors to India. They have the great bull on the one side, Vima Cadphises. Really chunky copper in nice detail. I just love how large these guys are, and they face up quite nicely. Reminds me of like a Cistercius kind of vibe, which is like the Roman bronze. This would have been from a similar. These would have been sub-kings of the Parthians. And I've sold so many of these today, but this one of the ruler Orodes, the third, very, very pleasing. You can see the left facing, there's his beard, nose, eyes. And then on the reverse, I think that's Belos. I'm not sure exactly who's on the reverse there. Naples, yep. Oh, yeah, sounds good, John. Let's try it. 229, no sudden death. $120 grana. Let's see. Oh, I totally forgot about these nice Bactrian tets. These are actually much more budget. I mean, I'm making like, if they do go for the start price, I'm making like $3. Hey, 97. Oh, I forgot to upload them. Of course. Let's see. And then let's see. AE 97 0301. This one's actually pretty worn, so I'll run this one at a loss making price. Of $20. Tetradrachm of the Bactrian king Hermaeus, early 1st century BC. There you can see his head facing to the right, no escudos. And then there is the obverse. Wish that was a little bit better shape. We can try one. It's a little bit better at like $29. There you can see the Karshoti script, $229. Yeah, we got lots of ungraded nubai. I've just bought 4 of them for. Well, I can show you the least expensive first. This is the second least expensive. Where's the 289 one? Here's 289. We can do even 284, where I'd make like $10. Very clear. I really like the very clear monogram below as well, and then well-centered Heracles. And this one is like 309. Sounds good, Jesse. Approximately, yeah, Horace. I've been selling those with 199 start. I think I've sold at least 5 of them today. Here's the next one. Oh yeah, and then the buttons. Let's find the buttons. Which one did you ask for? 06. Okay, for whatever reason, I'm not seeing the 06. I have 05. I'm not trying to hide it from you. These were very popular when I offered them in the other platform. We'll go for a little less than those were costing there. Button 1709, 8 skilling with King Frederick the Fourth on the other side. But yeah, I'd be happy to pull Parthian Tet. And then I'll try to get to the other request, but this one's probably the nicer one of the group. I uploaded all the ones I had too. Really, really beautiful example. But we do have a couple more as well. All will be at the aforementioned start price. Nice one for Pacific. Oh, the year 13. Do I have 07? Yeah, it's right here. I do. Let me run one more of these. 199. Amazing. This is Parthian Bank. So just before the Sasanian rules, I do have 1 Sasanian tetradrachm. I have a good number of these Vologases the Fourths. Would you like to see a Sasanian tetradrachm? It's a $259 start. Very good eye appeal. Sounds good, Bank. I had 2 in my inventory. The first one immediately sold. And the second one I offered, it didn't go. This should be the 1713. Made into a button, Norwegian. And then let's do Sasanian. Then Noke, you may have to remind me on that one. I also have some really nice Elymaius. Heard different ways of saying that. This is Ardashir, so he's actually the first ruler of the Sasanians. Beautiful tetradrachm of his. Really nice style. There is the Zoroastrian fire altar on the reverse. But these were immaculate. And those generally go quick as we get them in. Let's see. You would ask for 044 S-Man. No lower end Viking. WY 552606 and AD 69 240208, I think. And let me find the other request. We can do this one as a dollar start. 20 seconds, sudden death. Yeah, I'd be happy to show the owl seed. The mint state. And this one I think should have a little more room. Louis the 16th, very famous 12 denier. Darn. That's okay, I guess. It's my choice to buck and go. Would not want to buck and go this bad boy. Beautiful owl in mint state. It is $229 coin and card. Was curious to see where these Bactrian Tets would land. Try one a little less. Hermaeus Sodor, one of the more famous rulers of the Bactrian time period. Bronze tetradrachm, very clear lettering. There he is seated on his throne with the Karshoti script reverse. Not much papal states. Tiberius Denarius don't have it, but they're awesome. I do not fault you guys for trying to track those down. I would be too. Cool. Here's 1879. Florin. No sudden death. Austrian type. Nice 90% silver. Melt is $27 on this, and it should have a good bit of premium. At least make it above melt, but you never know. Just fun to offer stuff. But yeah, a little over 27 bucks a melt. Constantine the First. Let me try to see what I have. Still back a melt on this guy. Constantine the First, I think I have. You know what? I might have sold out. It says I have some, but they're all they were all sold in a live stream that on a different platform. Let me take out the Constantine the First. We should have some Constantine the Second though. Nice eye peel, 36 bucks. Really good looking. That looks like Claritas on the back. Constantine issued as Caesar. Not much in the way of Napoleon. I think I might have sold out of those on a different platform. And see if we can offer the other two here. Beautiful, holding a globe there. And I think we have Crispus, which would have who would have ruled alongside Constantine the Great for a little while before meeting a fated end. Japanese beans, I need to bring some of those back. We have them, but I don't think uploaded for this show. They're always so popular and just did not get around to prepping them, which is a shame. Then here we have, again, fantastic. That's beautiful. Look at that reverse. Claritas. We normally, just so you are aware, we normally start those for like 39, but they're all pretty much above 6 or 8 grams or so. And then we do have the Crispus. We also have a Gondopharid Tet at like 59 or 6. Well, we sold all of them for way more on the other platform, so maybe we'll sell it for 74. Here we sold them ranging up to 102. This is the last one of 5 that I'd bought. No Divus Augustus. We should have some Byzantine coming in, especially down in Texas if you bookmark some of our future shows. And here's the Crispus. Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, we should have a couple. Let me go find them. This is Crispus, would have ruled alongside Constantine the Great. Let me find where. No, those are Alexander the Great drams, not something else. AE 9903. This is like a 249 Alexander the Great dram. In the name of Alexander the Great. Picked this one up at Central States just a little while ago. Nice looking coin. And then we've also got, again, maybe I'm pushing these too hard, but I just paid $250 for this, $279. Fastin Jr., new by Fly. Nice Alexander the Great Tet. Let's see if there's, I know that I bought a couple of them. This one is really nice look. Probably like a 309. Then there's one that's like a 294. So that's great. I mean, you can see monograms clearly. And then a very sharp obverse, full tetragram, no gold Alexander staters. And then do we have? There's the Parthian one too. We've sold like literally, I think now 6 of them. I picked the 15 nicest from a small group. Just all really good Tyche crowning ruler. And then he would have been a longtime adversary of the Roman Empire. Fighting constantly. Arm Will in the lead. Congrats. And then if people want, I know I've run this a couple times, but we did sell the first time, and this is the kind of counterpart. A couple of years later, you have Ardashir takes over from the Parthians. This is a tetragram of his. This just has really nice style in the crown, in all of his garb, and then all the lettering is quite clear. Thank you, Horace. No, they're really, really nice. Marcus, yeah, I think there's one left. It's Choice VF though, and it's not easy to find more. It's probably like a $3.99 is the cheapest that I've offered these. Actually, once I sold some for like $3.59, but I only have one left. Beautiful Marcus Aurelius. That is very fair. I would say, I mean, I put them randomly into the flips. I mean, you can probably tell that they're all similar quality. When I refill on them, though, then I guess. But I also could have missed some nice ones. Um, the only ones that I have here, I wouldn't be able to get more until I see that dealer again, probably in a couple months. 350 on Wish. No, I couldn't do that one, Renzini. Thanks for the offer, though. If I had a bunch of them, that's the only one I've got with me here, though. This one is a really nice altar. It's brush designation, but non-slab. No, most of the Sestertii we have do end up getting slabbed. This one is struck after his death, consul for the 4th time here. Very pleasing, I would say. Antoninus Pius Denarius. This is also a really cool reverse type that would be a little more expensive, like 149. Faustina the Younger. After her death, but I believe it shows the 2 children playing. Seculi Felicitas. Really, really cool. And a nice obverse as well. So, all very fun. Let's see. Do we have any of the... I've not offered many of the Rassilid. In fact, I've offered none of them. These are like $19 medieval Yemeni types of the Al Majam Mint. We'll start them. I think they're pretty tight priced at 19 bucks. Nice silver. T.S. Burkhart, we can run them. I'll let you pick individual, but they're going to start at like 40 bucks. I think all the ones we have are in pretty decent shape. So if you're interested in having me run them, I can go find some. But 40 bucks is the start there. 39. We should have some nice ones for you. I just showed one ATG dram and it sold quickly. This one I think is meant for grading. And hopefully we'll get some back from NGC not crazy long from now. There's also... Oh, there's an ATG TET. That one's more expensive though. Let's see, 2406 or 07. This is a nicer 12th Anna. I actually paid a decent little bit for it. We'll try $1 start. Just amazing, lustrous British India. That one's going to be fairly back of cost. Yeah, Islamic silver. We should have. I think I have 2 more of these guys. I wish I got more of it in, but they're all al-Majam of the Rassilid Imams of Yemen. Oh, that one did not go. Let's see. Here's the one that was a little more expensive, like $329, which I still think is actually decent for Paphlagonia. Yeah, they're like $229 in NGCXF with pretty solid test cuts, but all the ones I bought on them have had solid. Oh, did I have any room on them? Sure, maybe like $5. I feel bad, but on those it's like, no, I don't think we've got any more other Rassilid. We just bought a group of like 50 of the same type. And I've wholesaled a good number of them to other people now. Here's kind of interesting, possibly Central Asian civic copper from the bulk mint. We had offered some of the Ibex files. These are pretty good looking though. And maybe I'm overestimating, but I think that they're actually pretty solid. $14 start. This one's nice for the type. Let's see. Very solid Hijri calendar year. That one did not go. And so that might be about good for this evening. We have maybe a unit of, this is Bactrian bronze, $59. I've never tried selling one of these before. Nice charging horse, 3rd century BC, of Euthydemus the First. But yeah, super fun to hang out tonight. The Naples 120, sure. We also can do the owl, very infrequent. Yeah, we have one elephant one, but also maybe we'll bring it back in a future show. This is the, as we said, 229. We can do a Satavahana elephant. Maybe I may say come back for the Satavahana elephant if I can't find it super quick here. Yeah, come back in the future. We'll have some great types. There's the reverse. I will see all of you guys super soon. I'll aim for a show next weekend. And have a fantastic evening. Let's go find somebody fun to raid. Maybe Peter's on. Awesome. See you guys soon.